Mr. Howard, you've been very bullish on gold lately. You've talked of it going to record high prices. It's been dropping in price lately. How do you explain this?
That's a temporary manipulation by the U.S. government in cooperation, I'm sure, with the European governments and with the acquiescence of China and other countries that certainly be glad to buy more gold at cheaper prices. I don't think it's going to last long. In fact, my current predictions are that the price of gold will pass $2,000 by the end of May at the latest, and silver will pass $60 an ounce.
Now, in past historical circumstances, the German mark that was devalued so badly, was that in a similar price line as the price of gold?
Well, you never see prices going in a straight line. During the German hyperinflation era, there were months when the value of the mark actually increased, even though over the period of a few years it became basically worthless. And I think that's similar to what we've seen with gold and silver at the end of December.
And there was the recent passage of some legislation regarding holding of American citizens. How do you feel that may affect the price of gold?
On December 31st, President Obama signed the National Defense Authorization Act. There are 3 sections in it that pretty much gut the Fourth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. The U.S. government will be able, or through the military, has the authority to arrest anyone, including Americans, anywhere in the world, including on U.S. soil, and hold them indefinitely without trial and without even having to acknowledge that they have been arrested under the pretext that the U.S. government suspects them of being involved with terrorism, however defined, against the U.S. government or any coalition partners. So you don't even have to be a threat to the United States government to become subject to that. I think that even if nothing much happens with it, but as the publicity about that provision gets more widespread, I think it is going to put more fear into Americans of their own government, and they're going to say, I'm going to need something to protect myself against my own government. And I think some of the people on that reason alone are going to be buying gold and silver in the coming year that otherwise aren't persuaded, say, by economic arguments. And that reaction is obviously going to be positive for gold and silver prices.
In your opinion, what should the average American citizen do to protect themselves?
I think you should have some amount of physical gold and silver, not paper contracts or certificates or mining shares. At a minimum, I'd say 10% of your investment portfolio or net worth. You also, because I think there's going to be significantly higher consumer prices, be stockpiling things such as non-perishable food, medical supplies, and other things that you might need on a daily basis.